Hello! In today's video we're going to be looking at a significant upgrade to my out and about vlogging abilities. So let's get on with it. Roll titles! Welcome to the channel if it's your first time here, and welcome back if it's not. Now in today's video we're going to be looking at this. Oh! So this is the GoPro Hero 12 Black, and it is my new camera. I used to use my GoPro quite a lot. I've got a GoPro Hero 7 Black, and at the time was absolutely brilliant. And a lot of my early out and about vlogs were filmed on that. Now GoPros are brilliant when you're doing vlogging when you're walking around because they've got image stabilization, they've got a nice wide field of view so you can have more of what's going on around you in the shot, and they're nice and small so you can just pop them in a bag when you're not filming and just get on with your day. Now there's not actually all that much difference between the GoPro 12 and the GoPro 11. We'll discuss some of those changes as we go, but I feel like if you've got an 11 already you might not want one of these. They've sort of made some subtle changes, but I don't think it's worth shelling out another 400 quid on this. And that's how much it costs. So these aren't cheap, but is it worth it? Well, hopefully we'll find out. I think the format this video will take is we'll do some unboxing, I'll do a little bit of recording, and also I'm going to show you some products that I really recommend that you pick up when you get one of these as well. So anyway, here it is in the box. What have we got? Okay, so this is sort of like a little parts list of what's inside. So we've got the GoPro itself, we've got the Enduro battery. The Enduro batteries have got better chemistry in them, so they last longer and work better in colder conditions. I mean, I don't think I'm going anywhere super cold, but that's good if you're doing like snowboarding and stuff like that. It's got one of those little twisty mounty guys. Got a clippy mounty guy, I'll show you this in a second. Got a slidey guy and a USB-A to USB-C cable, okay. What do we have on the back? Oh, it's just basically an advert for the GoPro Quik software. So you can control your GoPro on your phone and you can edit it, but to get some of the better features, you do have to pay GoPro a subscription charge. You can either pay up front or you can pay per month. It's currently on offer. I think it's like £24 for a whole year. So I think it's just like half price. So yeah, maybe snap that up if you're going to be doing editing on your phone. And then what do we have on the side? So we've just got some initial specs. So it can take 27 megapixel photos, can record at 5.3K at up to 60 frames a second. It can record at 4K at up to 120 frames per second, and it can record at 2.7K at up to 240 frames per second. Waterproof up to 10 meters, you can use voice control. It's got up to 8 times slow-mo, it's got hyper view, so it's got time warp 3.0. That's nothing to do with Rocky Horror. It does 1080p live streaming. You can have super photos and raw photos, a bit specialist. It records in HDR now, so that's something that you didn't have on the 11. Records in 10-bit color, so you can do some proper sort of grading and tweaking in your editing software. It is ready for the GoPro mods, like you've got the medium mod and the mic mod. So yeah, that's the box. A bit rattly, I'm sure it'll be fine. It's like an egg box. Oh, okay. So pretty much you've got to use the app, whether you like it or not, to perform the software updates. Okay, so yeah, just trying to get you to subscribe to the app. Got a little quick start guide, which again is signposting you towards the app. Got pro tips for best cold weather performance. Any product questions, you can talk to GoPro people. And there we go. I mean, I feel like I should have a bit more theatre to the unboxing. I don't know, this sort of just looks like it's been yeeted in there at the last minute. So we have got our USB-A to USB-C cable. Got the little twiddly guy. Guess this is like the helmet mount. Got some 3M sticky on there. What's this? Oh, this is my battery. The Enduro ones have white bottoms, the regular ones have blue bottoms, like Smurfs. Okay, and this is the little guy that clips into the helmet mount. Oh yes, lift it up, push it in. Then this is our guy itself. Move that out of the way. So here it is. Ooh, very pushing hard the fact that it must be updated. Do that in good time, don't you worry, Mr. GoPro. Apparently the lens has got a hydrophobic coating on, so it repels water, which is quite interesting. That's good. So this is a big difference for me, something that I've never had before in a GoPro. Front-facing screen makes life a lot easier, I'll tell you that. And then we've got the display on the back. So let's have a quick look around it. Now, it does look like it's been left in a painter and decorator's car, but it's got this sort of blue speckly effect on it. I don't know how I feel about it. I think it just makes it look dirty, really. I don't know why. I mean, it's all right, but yeah, it just looks a bit grubby. It's okay. Now, on the bottom, I think this is new for the GoPro 12. It's got an actual tripod mount screwed in the bottom, which doesn't seem like much, but it is actually quite a big deal, because previously you'd have to flip up these little finger guys and then use a sort of mounting similar to this. This will go nicely just straight onto the bottom of my GorillaPods, which I tend to use when I'm vlogging. We've got a microphone on the front here, and I think these are microphones too, down here, maybe. Now, talking of microphones, this is the first GoPro to support Bluetooth microphones. So you can actually pair this with a set of AirPods, say, or some sort of standard Bluetooth earpieces, and actually use it as an external microphone. And apparently it even tells you like what's happening with the camera through the earpiece as well. So that's quite cool. The microphone quality on the AirPods is actually pretty good, so it should give relatively good recording. But I think, especially for sort of like tradies that I know who do vlogging and stuff, a lot of them wear AirPods from time to time, and it just, yeah, might improve the sound quality. So I think that's quite a nice little step up. So yeah, we've got the power button and the mode button here. So this switches the device on, and then you can switch between taking photos, videos, and also like doing the time lapse and all that jazz. We've got the sort of record/shutter button at the top here. And then on the side here, haha. So in here we have got the battery slot, we've got the SD card slot, and then we've got the USB-C slot. I think you can get a different door for this that you can unclip and have the USB-C slot accessible, because if you want to use an external microphone or the microphone mod, it's got to clip into here. But we'll return to that shortly because I've got a slightly different plan. Now this is where we start talking about the things that you should buy to go with your GoPro, and the first one of them is a memory card. And I love SanDisk and I love their Extreme Pro memory cards. That's what these are recording on right now, and they have never let me down. Now you've got to be super careful when buying memory cards, because there are a lot of fakes and counterfeits out there. So if you're buying them, say, I'd recommend getting them from somewhere like Wex Photo or Amazon, and getting them specifically from Amazon and not necessarily Amazon third-party sellers, because yeah, sometimes they're just fakes basically, and they might work and they might work for a little bit, but when you're filming, sometimes it's things that you can never do again, especially with an action camera and you're doing something fun and wild and different and exciting. And if you've got a bad memory card, you can lose all of that. So yeah, I definitely recommend the SanDisk ones. Get your own. Right, let's put that in there. Lovely. Now we can put our battery in. Right, I'm just going to plug it into some power because I don't know how much battery it's got, and I don't want the update process to fail. Oh, there we go. Little light has come on. Okay, so let's get the firmware updated, because you have to, it's the law apparently. So what I'm going to do is I will put my phone up on this side of the screen and I'll show you the GoPro Quik software quickly. So let's turn the GoPro on. We found your GoPro. Oh, that was pretty painless, right? Connect camera. Aha, there we go. Doing the pairing. Name your GoPro. I'll save, yeah, I'll keep it that name. Don't want to like call it Ian GoPro or something like that. There we go. Got to do the update. It's going to take 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. There we go. So we're upgrading to version 1.12. Continue. Blah, 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 blah. So I'll tell you what, while it's updating, let me shout out all those people who joined this channel and help support it. It means I can buy stuff like this. So let's give them some love. Thank you so much to my kit fans who are Matt Lovey's JRC Electrical, For the Burbs, Mark C and Wayne Cornish. Then we've got the incredible early birds who are Roberta Grissom, Dean Ball, Sean at Cablesmith Electrical, Wayne's Retro World, Tim Salt, Sorcerer Stan, Adventure Rachel and Jake. And now we've got those lovely people who are our kit lovers, who are Bella Webster, Lawrence, Stez Sticks Fix and Richard Arblaster. And she's still here. She is our resident nutter. It is our kit nutter who is Becky Boobar. Thank you, Becky, for your support. And he is still here and we are so thankful for that. Let's fire the confetti cannons. Boom! We've got a kit mental and his name is Ellis Garbutt. I really do appreciate you, Ellis. It's great to have you here still. Thank you so much, my friend. And thank you so much to all of my channel members. Yeah, joining the channel just costs from 99p a month. And it really helps me afford to buy stuff like this and, you know, keep the numerous lights on around here. And even if you don't want to join the channel, then just even liking this video and subscribing to the channel will really help me. Oh, there we go. Feels like the GoPro is restarting after its update. That beep is so loud. There we go. Update complete. Boom. Okay, so now it wants to connect to my Wi-Fi. So when this is charging, it will automatically upload my footage to the cloud. I don't think that's a necessarily bad idea. Just going to sign into my Wi-Fi. Do excuse me for a second. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about having this big flappy door to get to the USB connector. The USB connector was behind a door before, but it was a much smaller door that housed the USB-C connector and also the micro HDMI connector, and so it was just like a little flappy guy, but this is quite inelegant, but never mind. Right, okay, update. No, I don't want it to clear stuff off. I just like having stuff on my SD card until I delete it off, so we'll say no to auto clear. Let's go! So there we go. So hopefully if I press the enable preview, we should see what the camera's seeing. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. Very low latency on that. Okay, so at the moment it's recording in standard quality. Let's have a little look to see what it says about that. Captures video in 4K. Some lens and slow motion combinations may use lower resolutions. 4K is ideal for compatibility with phones that struggle to play back higher resolution video. Yeah, because 5.3K, which I assume is the highest setting, takes a lot more processing power. So you need a very powerful phone or computer to sort of edit 5.3K footage. I mean, to be fair, 4K does require quite a powerful phone or computer to edit. But yeah, so we've got the highest quality, captures video in 5.3K for highest quality. Some lenses slow motion combinations may use lower resolutions. 5.3K has a 91% higher resolution than 4K. So yeah, that's just how much extra processing is required for those videos. So it's a good tip to make sure your computer's pretty nippy, but we'll see how I get on with that maybe in part 2 of this video. And what's the basic quality? Captures video in 1080p HD to maximize battery life. Yeah, so there is a sort of a sliding scale about how long the batteries will last in this, depending on what resolution you use. Obviously, the highest resolutions, the quicker the battery will drain, and also the quicker that the GoPro could overheat. Now, apparently, one of the changes between the 11 and 12 is this does have better thermals and is less likely to cut out after, say, like 20 minutes of recording. But again, I can't really comment on this until I've tested it for myself. Hello, voiceover Kip in the edit here. I actually wanted to test out how long the GoPro could record for. So what I did was I set it up in front of the clock on my desk and set it to record at 4K resolution at the 8:7 ratio at 25 frames per second. And I just wanted to see how long that it would record for and if it would overheat or if the battery would die. And it actually recorded for over an hour and 27 minutes continuously, which is amazing. And I don't think it actually overheated at all. I think the battery just died after all that time. So that is a very, very impressive constant runtime on such a small camera. I really think they've got the thermals nailed on the GoPro Hero 12. Anyway, on with the rest of the video. Okay, oh, you can alter the lens setting. Oh, look at this. Right, okay, so we've got Hyperview, our tallest field of view, great for capturing immersive point of view footage. Super View, 16mm, tall field of view that's great for point of view shot. Wide, 16 to 34, wide versatile field of view that's great for everyday shots and selfies. Linear, wide field of view without fisheye effect. Oh, hello. Yeah, because obviously with GoPros you have to sometimes edit out the fisheye or else you look a bit weird if you're vlogging. Great for landscape and scenic shots. And linear with horizon lock, wild field of view without fisheye effect that keeps the horizon level even if your GoPro rotates during recording. Nice. Oh yeah. Okay, framing widescreen. Vertical, so you can record horizontal or vertical footage with this, which is great if you're a content creator and make stuff for YouTube Shorts or TikTok or Instagram Lives or anything. You can actually frame it vertically, or you can use the full frame, which is something I think I might start using, which means you get basically the entirety of the sensor and you can then zoom and crop in to whatever you want, and you can alter from horizontal to vertical video with relative ease. And oh, there we go. So we've got some quick settings here like that. Maybe we'll flip it into Pro because obviously I'm a professional. And there we go. We've got some of the menus there. Oh, I've just started recording. So, haha, look at that. Right, I've got to remember how to hold it. There we go. So this is me recording at 4K at 30 frames a second. Don't like that. Needs to be 25. So it matches the frames per second of this video. But yeah, looks good. Love having the screen so I can see what's in my shot. That is so handy. And also this is a good way of you hearing what the audio is like from the GoPro microphone. I don't know if it's any good or not. I won't be able to tell until I'm watching this back. So I hope it's good. Actually, this is a good time to see how it compares to the GoPro 7, which is what I'm recording this on now, and using the internal microphone in that. I imagine there's probably quite a difference. So let's have a look at some products that I definitely recommend that you get if you've got a GoPro, whether it's the 12 or, well, whatever one you've got. So first up is this, batteries. GoPros, even though the 12 is meant to be brilliant with battery life, GoPros eat through the batteries. So yeah, I bought myself an extra pack of 2 batteries. I'll put the links to it in the description. I thought I'd get an extra 2 batteries, so I've got 3 in total. So in theory, there's 1 in the camera and there's 2 ready to rock and roll. I'm not going to bother getting these out of the box because they're just batteries. There's nothing special about them. They're just more power. But something I will get out of the box is this. And this is a Maxcam portable battery charger. And again, this is sort of handy for when you're on the go, because obviously you can plug your GoPro into power and charge it, but as we discovered, that flappy door thing is a bit annoying. So this is a slightly more elegant solution. With my Hero 7, I did have like a little battery charger guy that was an official GoPro one, and that was great, but it was sort of like a little chonky square guy. There he is. This is the one that I have for my Hero 7, and it can charge 2 batteries at once, and it's great, but carrying this around in your pocket or in your bag, because of its form factor, is a bit, yeah, because it's quite wide. But this is different. This is like a little sort of a lozenge shape. There you go, crack it open, space to charge 3 batteries, and a little USB-C connector at the bottom. So this is actually what I would say is pocket size, really. You could definitely squeeze this into your pocket. It's got the little charging status lights there. I mean, what would be really cool if this had a battery inside it, and a bit like an AirPods case, and you could charge up the battery in this, and then that could charge up your GoPro batteries. But, you know, can't have everything. There's probably such a product, but yeah, I'd definitely recommend something like this just for keeping your stuff charged up on the go. Actually, let's just see this guy in action. So I've got my 2 spare batteries. There we go. Plug it in. There you go, so it's giving you the status. So the blue light is telling you it's charging. The 3 lights here signify 1, 2, 3. So the green, the one showing green is where there's no battery at the moment, but these red ones are showing red, and I guess they'll change to green when they're fully charged. Nice, I like that. This is another thing I like to use on my GoPro, and this is an accessory that I can swap from my Hero 7 to my Hero 12, and this is the adapter that allows you to use an external microphone. Now you can get the microphone mod that has like an extra directional mic on the top of it, but this allows me to use any sort of standard high quality or low quality microphone in my GoPro. But obviously when you're going around and you've got this plugged into your GoPro and then you've got your microphone knocking about, it's not very, well, it's just not great at all. So really, you need something that can hold both your GoPro and your external microphone adapter. And I have just the thing. And it is this. Now, I am a massive fan of SmallRig. I have SmallRig cages on all my cameras because they give you additional mounting points, and they also offer a little bit of protection should you need it. But they just add some extra cold shoe mounts around, and you can add grips and all kinds of things like that. Now, the difference between this and one of the mounts on my camera is this one is made out of plastic. Usually the SmallRig mounts are all made out of metal, but I don't think that's too much of a problem. So in here, we have got this little cage that goes around the GoPro, and it has got a cold shoe mount there, so you can put your microphone or whatever in. Got another cold shoe mount there, so you can put your light in. And I think if I just unlock it, there you go. So you just pop the camera in there. Now, this is super handy for me because, so what this is a little guy for the microphone adapter to go in. And it should, there we go, it clips together. Now the only issue is it doesn't have a tripod mount in the bottom. It's got the standard GoPro-y adjuster guy. Not the end of the world. So in theory, we can just get our GoPro. Oh, actually no, we can't get our GoPro because it also comes with this additional bit of plastic. What is this additional bit of plastic, I hear you ask? Well, it's a replacement door. Haha. So this eliminates the problem of you being able to access the USB-C port and not have the battery door open. There we go. So in theory, we should just be able to unclip the back door and clip in this replacement one. And there you go, we've got access to the USB-C port. Nice! So if we put our GoPro in. Delicious. So GoPro now is sort of mounted securely and has got a bit of a safety cage around it, but also our USB-C port is accessible. I can slide this in. plug that guy in. So in theory you could just get a nice Rode Video Mic Pro and plug it in. I'll take the dead cat off because that just gets in the shot. So now I'm recording this with the Video Mic Pro that's on top of the camera. Hopefully you should hear a difference. Hopefully you should hear it. I mean, you know, I don't fully know if it all works, but I'm sure it's fine. Another top bit of kit to use with your GoPro is this. And this is a Joby GorillaPod. Now this is the 5K version. I think there's a 1K, a 3K and a 5K. And this is the sort of big boy. This is the daddy. And I've also added on these additional mounting arms. So here is a light. I've done a video on this light. It's quite an old video. I'll stick a link in the description. But this is great for filming light. And I used this when I went to do the cursed scare mazes. And that helped light me. And also on this side, I've got another cold shoe mount and my microphone goes in here. And then the GoPro just sits on top of here. Yeah, that's a really good sort of thing to use while you're out and filming. It just gives you lots of mounting options, and also you can use it as a tripod as well. But yeah, I'll stick links to literally all this stuff in the description of the video. Well, that is a sort of quick overview of the GoPro Hero 12. And I'm looking forward to getting out and about and playing with it. Now I'm going to be taking this to Horror at Hitchingbrook House and filming my experience there. So that'll be interesting to see how this works in low light, and you'll have actually seen that video before you see this one. So, you know, fingers crossed it's all actually come out okay, because that's my first time using this in the wild. Exciting times. Now, I've obviously not filmed much content for the next video yet, so if there's anything you want me to test, please do put it in the comments below, and I'll try my best to test everything that you've asked me to do. But yeah, I'm excited to have this little guy in my lineup now. Well, I don't have anything else to say, so I guess thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, but for now, it's game over.